chance to beat Buffalo. That's our analytics. However, according to Caesars Sportsbook, Buffalo is a 2.5-point favorite. Where's Dan Orlovsky? There he is.
I don't want to pick this one. I don't want to.
Oh, I have a feeling
pathetic.
I know what's happening.
Just pathetic.
Be objective and be a professional.
This was my fear
Dan
last year.
Monday Night Football.
If this was the Super Bowl. This was my fear last year. If this was the Super Bowl that they were headed at. So.
Okay. Well, I expect you to pick with your head and not your heart. So let's go and let's do this. Bills or Rams winning tonight, Dan?
I'm taking the Bills. I think that this game comes down to two things.
Matthew Stafford just unfriended you. Keep going.
I think this game comes down to two things. Number one, who wins on the perimeter? This is a pass-first game for both offenses. And while the Buffalo Bills perimeter, corner-wise, is going to be without Tre'Davious White, the Rams did lose Darius Williams in free agency. And I believe that the multiplicity of personnel grouping for Buffalo offensively is going to be a good thing and a nice change-up. I believe this is a 1 or 2 point game. I also think that whatever team controls the line of scrimmage offensively better, you do not, if you're Buffalo, and you do not, if you're Los Angeles, want to get into third and obvious passing situations with both these pass rushes. It's a great football game. I'm excited to watch it, obviously, but I will take the Bills.
Well, first of all, I'm going to do you a favor. I'm going to do you an incredible level of justice that you would never have the decency to do for me. I'm going to give you a pass on being that homer, engaging in that nepotism and favoritism and just shoving your objectivity outside the door. Talk about you don't want to make this pick and all of that stuff. I do that stuff with the Knicks all the time. I do it with the New York Yankees all the time. Occasionally, I do it with the Pittsburgh Steelers. So I'm here for you to acknowledge that you're not the only one that has these emotions and these feelings. And I give you props for being man enough to have the courage to acknowledge that you got a weak spot that is your brother from another mother, the one and only Matthew Stafford. I understand he was your mentor. You understand you were his protege. He took you out of his wing and trained you right and all of this other stuff. You love him dearly. You're good with the family. You know the wife and kids. You probably go on vacation together, even though you travel separately because he'll pay for first class for his family. You'd be too cheap to do otherwise, okay? Excuse me, that's not true. That's not true.
He don't fly first class, Stephen.
Excuse me. I met the wonderful Mrs. Matthew Stafford, and I'm here to tell you she was in first class. I'm sorry. I don't care about you flying first class. The wife should fly first class.
They fly with two initials.
Well, whatever. Stop.
TJ.
Here's the point. Don't embarrass yourself anymore. Don't embarrass yourself, okay? Now, let's get to this game. I'm going to go with the Rams to win tonight. I'm going to go with the Rams to win tonight's game. It's in L.A. It's the ring ceremony. I mean, getting the Super Bowl championship. The host, they're going to be hyped, okay? And Jalen Ramsey is one of those people that basically admitted for the rest of us what the Rams are really feeling. People are talking about the Buffalo Bills more than they talk about the Los Angeles Rams. And we the reigning defending Super Bowl champions. What the hell is going on here? You know what I'm saying? I think they're going to come out there to send a message. I think the Buffalo Bills are the same kind of team that lost in the opener to the Pittsburgh Steelers last year, even though they were clearly a better team. I can see that happening tonight. Not that they are the better team, but I can see it happening tonight where the Buffalo Bills are definitely going to be an elite squad this year. They're definitely going to handle their business overall. But the opener on Thursday night against the Los Angeles Rams, you know, with Cooper Kupp, with Matthew Stafford and those boys, getting their rings, Aaron Donald, Floyd and the crew. I mean, all of that stuff. When you think about these guys and what they're bringing to the table with Ramsey and others, I think they're going to be ready for this game. I think it's going to be a nail-biter. I don't think it's going to be this shootout that everybody thinks it's going to be. I mean, if you want to call 34-31, something like that, a shootout, I think shootout in the 40s. That's just me. But I can see this win. I can see this ending like a 33-31 victory for the Los Angeles Rams. Sure. I think it's going to be a tight one. It's going to be a nail-biter. Both offenses are going to get up, but defensive plays are going to need to be made. And once again, that brother, number 99, talking like this, that Aaron Donald, that's what you're going to see tonight. They're going to close the deal, and they're going to win the opener. That's what I believe.
I don't strongly disagree.
What?
I don't strongly disagree. I said they won a 2-point game. This would be a great football game. I've gone back and forth. I almost took the Rams, but since my graphic was going to say Bills, I stayed Buffalo.
But do you not strongly disagree because of your football acumen, or do you not strongly disagree because of your emotions?
No, I don't strongly disagree because of the football sense. I mean, but neither of these football teams have significant weaknesses. Both have good offensive lines. Both have the ability to rush the passer. Buffalo's got great covered linebackers. The Rams' addition with Bobby Wagner is going to be tremendous stopping the run. Both have high-end secondaries. Superstar quarterbacks. The interesting thing is, what team? Both have new offensive coordinators. Maybe not play callers because Sean calls the plays for the Rams, but both have new offensive coordinators. Ken Dorsey in Buffalo and Liam Cohen in Los Angeles. Which one of those two guys maybe brings a new wrinkle to this offense that gives them a little bit of a leg up?
I would give the advantage to Sean McVay there, to the Rams, because of Sean McVay.
Sure.
Because even though you got a new offensive coordinator, the fact of the matter is Sean McVay is an offensive-minded coach. And so him working with Dorsey, I think is going to be is beneficial. But in Buffalo, McDermott is a defensive guy. And so as a result of that, you're leaving a lot to this dude that's replacing Brian Dable. And that's my issue with that. So I'm going to give the edge to the Rams on that point. That's just where I'm at with it. But let me ask you this question. Educate, and I really don't know. I'm asking you. Educate me on Bobby Wagner. I think Bobby Wagner's a stud. I think that he's somebody that is highly respected and appreciated, but still not to the degree that he deserves. I got a lot of love for Bobby Wagner. Talk to me about the Bobby Wagner you've seen over the last couple of years in Seattle and what your expectations are for him here in Los Angeles. I'd really like to hear from you about that.
Yeah, the weakness for the Los Angeles Rams defensively was the middle of the field and really stopping the run in between the tackles. And I was talking with Will Blackman, my boy, this morning, and he made a great point was the team that is built to beat the Rams is the San Francisco 49ers. They are constructed to attack their weaknesses. And if you look at what they do best, it's running the football. And so the addition of Bobby Wagner and his ability to stop the run and plug the middle of the field is really covering up not only the weakness of what they were as a linebacking crew last year, but also making sure that the team that is fundamentally built to defeat the Los Angeles Rams no longer has that significant of an upgrade or that significant of an advantage when it comes to running the football. So it was a great point by Will. And it's, listen, Bobby's not Defensive Player of the Year, Bobby, that he was 6-7 years ago, but we're talking about a significant upgrade in the middle of the field. And I don't believe that we've talked enough, Stephen A., about those two additions to the Rams, both Bobby and Allen Robinson. Matthew has not had a receiver. Yes. He hasn't had a receiver like Allen Robinson as far as the frame of his body since Calvin Johnson. Allen Robinson is a big-bodied.
Woods was no slouch.
But he's not that big-bodied receiver that you would throw the ball up to and allow him to go use his body to frame out the defense. That wasn't who Robert Woods is. That is who Allen Robinson is.
All right, we have the defending champs, the preseason favorites, for just the second time in 40 years meeting week one. It is going to be fun
I want to say this, Molly. I would not be upset if the Rams were successful this year, because that does mean more games at SoFi.
Don't you think I know that's why you picked? That's why you picked the Chargers the other day. Don't you think I've caught
no, that's not why I picked the Chargers. I picked the Chargers because of Justin Herbert. That's why I picked the Chargers. Justin Herbert.
Yeah. Next thing you're going to be like, Tua's a sleeper. We have to cover a game.
Yeah, really. You know him, Molly. Yeah. You know he's fluid.
He's going to be like Tyreek Hill for MVP.
That's not true.
You know, it's always changing. It's fluid.
I got news for you. Hello. I don't need football teams as an excuse to get to South Beach, unlike some people I know, Green Lantern. Let us continue.
You look like you got your clothes from the Lost and Found today.
When we come back, there's a new sheriff in